If you haven't gone out and tried to use forward-facing sonar yet, then you are not qualified to berate those that are good at using it. I got a chance to hit a local lake with Parker Wright this past week. Parker is a local Southern California hammer who's really kind of a bass fishing savant. Anytime I get a chance to go fishing with Parker, I'm right there. It was a typical summer deal. Bass were active, chasing bait, but they were moving fast, constantly. These were fish that were not sitting on points, waiting to ambush bait. They were not on offshore structure. They weren't on predictable grass lines. They were totally relating to bait. You know what? Bait doesn't want to get eaten. So bait is constantly moving. And so were the bass. We used Parker's live scope and we chased him. And it was not easy. I watched so many fish chase my minnow only to pull off at the last minute. It was brutal. It occurs to me that anglers that can catch them constantly on forward-facing sonar have really mastered a next-level technique. And I know this might seem kind of redundant. This might be the kind of thing where you say, gee, Keith, where have you been all this time? But hear me out on this. The guys that can catch them using forward-facing sonar have really, really mastered a great technique. Not just the technology, but the ability to swim a minnow, work a jerkbait, work a glide bait, whatever it takes to make those fish bite. Those fish don't want to get caught, and you got to really find them, present the bait properly. It is not easy. Those that call forward-facing sonar cheater boxes or cheating in general have simply not given it a try. I'm convinced of this. If you've tried forward-facing sonar, then you know it doesn't put fish in the boat for you. You still have to make them bite. If you rant constantly about how forward-facing sonar makes fishing easier, and I think we all know someone who does, you've simply not tried it, or you're unwilling to try and improve your game. Reason number 9, that your next boat should be a Camus, our custom bow panel. The Camus custom bow panel gives you room to flush mount up to a 16-inch graph, as well as push-button control to all of your boat's pumps and accessories. All this from the front of your boat. You won't have to go to the back unless you're putting fish in the live well. Build your next boat at camusboats.com. Ducket Fishing's Pro Series rods. What if you could pick out a fishing rod for literally any fishing application you could imagine, designed by the pros that pioneered or heavily impacted that application? Well, now you can. The Ducket Fishing Pro Series consists of 16 rods uniquely designed by some of the greatest names in the sport. Check out the Ducket Fishing Pro Series of rods by going to ducketfishing.com. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, myself included. And my opinion is, if you haven't gone out and tried to use forward-facing sonar yet, then you are not qualified to berate those that are good at using it. It is a tremendous skill. It's as big a skill as being able to flip, being able to run a crankbait correctly along riprap. It is a legit technique, and it's not easy. Shame on you for not tipping your cap to the anglers who are good at this, who worked hard to learn how to use the technology, and who can actually get the fish to bite. You've listened to me. You know that I've always been a forward-facing sonar advocate. After my fishing trip this week, I have an even greater appreciation for those who can use the tool to catch very difficult to catch fish. I'm Keith Neiswanger. This is the Bass to Anglers podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to reach us, please send us a direct message on Instagram at Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you next time.